Hello and welcome to the world building episode for Campaign 2 Frontiers. This is a new territory for us. This is us building a planet from the ground up, and we don't know what's going to happen. Much like most of the season, a lot of this will be done by chance. Yeah. So we're playing a little game
We
called
never
the
know
Quiet.
what's going to happen.
Typically, the Quiet Year is about a community preparing for an apocalypse or a sort of like world-ending event. In this case, we're doing something almost completely opposite. This is a community trying to get themselves up to code before bureaucracy shows up to greenlight the colony on this new planet. A bit of backstory. I don't want to get too much into it because that will be a big main focus of the campaign. But in the place that Euceron once was, a planet magically appears 25 years after the events of Campaign 1 and the Reckoning. There is a rush to settle this planet, explore it, figure out where it came from, and whether or not it's a viable home for the people who were displaced, both from events prior to the Reckoning and because of the Reckoning. This could be a home planet for the people of the Cube and humans. This could be a new planet for the people who fled Euceron. So there's a lot of weight being put on this, but one of the things is they want to make sure they do it correctly. And that is what our job is right now as world builders, is to make a settlement that is going to thrive and will support the people of Casamal. We will be working our way through the seasons, starting in spring, summer, fall, and then winter. Winter can be cut short at any moment if we draw what is known as the Frost Shepherds, but in this case, it's going to be bureaucracy showing up and doing a assessment of the colony. We're going to start off very, very simply by briefly discussing what we think this planet looks like. Specifically the continent that we're looking at right now.
Hi, guys.
We're looking at it on roll 20.
We are looking at it on Roll20. If you can't see the video, it's because you're not part of our Patreon and you're listening to it. So go to our Patreon and you'll be able to see all these visuals.
If not, I will describe it as
Will
well as I
be
can.
incredible, I'm sure.
Don't worry, our art that we're slowly going to add, I'm sure, will be worth
What are your
seeing.
first thoughts of like when you first close your eyes and you're standing on a new planet that you want to play and spend a campaign on? What do you see in terms of like just like quality, I guess? Like, are we seeing rocks? Are we seeing grass? Are we seeing deserts? This is the vibe. This is the sort of like
we're not placing things
palette
yet.
in
This is
which
just
we
like
are
general.
going to be playing on.
So I don't know if I'm just being too swayed by like the magical appearance of this place, but in my mind, it is somewhat magically charged and or like messed up from that. And I see weird colored clouds and like mountains that have been shattered, but
Okay.
still kind of keep
Ryan, what are you
their
thinking?
like form, but like in floating rocks.
I was going to do a bit on mountains, so now I have to come up with a new bit.
What mountain bit? Are your
well, I was
mountains
just
cooler than mine?
Right,
No,
Ryan's
your
embarrassed
mountain's way
about his
cooler than
mountains.
mine, dude. Don't even talk about my mountains. I don't even want to bring it up.
Fucking tell me about your mountains, man. Now you're holding out.
It's like, to me, like this whole time we've talked about this, there have been some very tall fucking trees. Like, I don't think it's everywhere, but I think there is like a patch of like redwood level forest, like huge giant trees packed together. Maybe that's something we've seen like in the distance, but maybe we'll put it eventually. But I picture big strong trees and a lot of pine trees in my head. All the trees to me are like, maybe that's the Canadian in me, but I just picture vast, like,
Okay.
dense
Well, I mean,
pine trees, like, yeah.
And
I
I feel
also
like
they're
we've kinda
multicolored
jumped
too.
the shark,
I'm just
so
kidding,
I'm going to
they're
just
not.
say
I just wanted
Niall
to be cool like
and
Niall.
Ryan. Niall, add your cool shattered mountains somewhere, and Ryan, you're going to be adding in some really really
okay,
tall
I'm gonna try
trees. Now this doesn't have to like just put them somewhere to represent sort of like the main concentration. We can sort of
God.
extrapolate and think that they are kind of like all over the place, but you don't need to put them like everywhere that you think they may be. For me, I'm seeing sort of like a really cool like Riverlands, like a sort of almost like marsh-esque, just sprawling like veins of water. So I think that's what I'm going to add into my situation. I like that you guys are using your trackpads and I'm using a mouse, and
God.
I'm very concerned that my art is going to be significantly more shit than yours, and I'll have no excuse.
Ooh, okay, Dane. Try to shame us with your clear, crisp lines.
Yeah. Hey, my
That's mouse
weed
power,
plant,
baby.
my bush is great.
Your bush is great. I kind of like my little wizard hat stone thing. Nice.
That's my crazy Riverland.
Nice.
It kind of looks like just like scales, like fish scales, but that's okay.
That's cool.
Okay,
Maybe that's a clue.
we've each added a piece. Again, we're only supposed to go around once, but because there's only 3 of us, we're going to go around again and add a new geological feature.
So I mentioned crazy clouds earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think about a mystical part of this like planet is that the clouds fuck with like ship sensors and stuff, and there's like really heavy cloud cover, so maybe it makes like planet travel more like land and sea based as opposed to just being able to like, cool, we hop on our ship and we fly that way, because then it keeps parts of the world like exciting and like off limits. And maybe even then it's like, to be able to land you need to have like a machine that like sends whatever up into the air to like create a space of like empty cloud so that you can actually land a ship safely and stuff. I think that could be really cool, because then it's
Let's
like,
not to get too far ahead in terms of like building stuff. Just figure, like if you want to include clouds, throw clouds in, but like let's not go too far ahead in terms of like repercussions. This is just adding geological
Okay.
and features.
Well, if that's the case, I'm going to go add what I think is just very cool. And that's going to be a black iron oil rig, just like standing in the ocean. It's super mysterious. This big, like, wrought iron that seems oil rig-esque, but no one really knows. Have they found it? Who knows?
Neat.
What do you think, Ryan?
Oh man, I got trees on the brain now. I'm gonna mix it up.
Just another tree.
Just another tree. I feel like that, knowing who I am and who I've played, is that I'm gonna add a desert of blood red sand.
Ooh. That's so funny. I was really annoyed that I didn't have room. I just had to scroll up. Oops.
I'm gonna claim this little nub.
We got a little red sand nub. Okay. Kick ass.
And by nub, I meant there's a little peninsula on the bottom right of the map that's just like little nubby.
Okay, cool. So we've got ourselves an oil rig. We got some exploding mountains. We've got a riverlands. We got some giant ass trees. We have a red desert. I think I'm gonna add. I'm gonna stick with this sort of like full ground cover thing that Ryan and I are going with. And I'm gonna say that this island up here is. There's like an island to the north up here that is just like black glass, like obsidian.
Nice.
And there's no real reason why. There's no volcano or anything nearby. It's just completely glassed over.
What is it? Sorry, I missed it.
It's like a whole island of just like black glass.
Ooh, just adding.
I'm not going to try to
big
color
red
this in.
dots.
That's. I think that's gonna. Yeah. Okay, we've added our sort of like big geological features. We are ready to start drawing cards and going through the weeks. We are playing a truncated version. We've removed some of the cards in order to make it go a little faster and build our settlement a little quicker. So we're gonna go in order of the way that I see us on the screen, which is Ryan.
Okay, I have no idea what I'm doing.
So I'm going to draw you a
pull
card
for you, I guess.
Nice.
Yep. And then I'm going to tell you what it is. So you got the Jack of Spring, or Jack of Hearts. Sorry. Do you have the Oracle thing open?
Yes. Yes, yeah. Jack of Spring. You see a good omen. What is it? Or you see a bad omen. What is it? You
so
said
you
hearts,
choose
right?
one of those two prompts and answer it.
Okay, like as if I'm someone who landed here, kind of thing. Like not in character, but like
Yeah.
from that perspective.
Yeah.
I think I see like it's a bad omen.
Oh no.
Yeah, and the thing I see that makes me think bad things are coming is I see like a human-sized bat, but it's flightless. Like it doesn't have wings; it just has a like bat body and weird crawly things, and it's like a dark purple with
This
like
sucks, man.
dripping. It has like dripping green goop from its mouth, and I'm walking by. Like I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go look for berries, and I look out, and in the forest, I see this thing for a split second. It sticks in
You
my
go
brain.
back, you're like, this is a
I'm
bad
like,
idea, guys.
guys, we're not gonna go out there today. And then a storm happens, like literally an hour later, even though there wasn't a cloud in the sky.
So you've immediately right off the bat made our first cryptid.
Yes. Oh yeah. Of course. Yeah, obviously.
All right. Whoever's doing the note taking, can you add in the important like characters or whatever? Just like bat
Flightless
cryptid?
bat monster.
Flightless bat. I got ya. Flightless.
Flightless bat
Okay,
nightmare.
We don't have any projects going because it's our first round. So Ryan, you now get to take an action, which is
Cool.
either hold a discussion, start a project, or discover something new.
I'm going to start a project. What are those?
So the project is you tell me what you think is important to do. So if you want to start setting up something, you want to start working on something, investigating something, whatever, you say we're going to start a project to do X, and then kind of collaboratively we determine how long that project will take.
Cool. I'm going to start a project of building an observation tower.
Okay.
Of like a space for people to set up, like to all like look for fires and fire watch, but also to like see what's around us. You know.
Great. So I would say on this case, just put a little X of your proposed building site.
Do we know where the settlement is? Do we have decided where?
Yeah. I was going to ask.
We have not decided that. No.
Is this the moment where we decide, or?
I mean, if Ryan is choosing that the observation tower is part of the settlement, then yes.
All right. Where do we want to put it?
No, we don't get to ask. You make a choice.
Oh
It's all on you.
no.
I'm so glad that's not me making this choice.
Oh God. Okay.
Just think of the weight of all the listeners' disappointment if you pick the wrong spot.
Yeah. Well, if I know anything about building settlements, which I definitely don't, I feel like we should be sort of near the rivers. So I'm gonna put us right here.
Okay, that's the proposed building site for the
Proposed
observation
building
tower.
site. Yeah.
Okay.
Or like all and the settlement. I made it really big, but like
It's a thick dot. So
Yeah.
fucking thick.
Let's say I think this is a pretty big project. I'm going to say either 3 or 4 weeks. What do you guys think?
yeah, that makes sense. So I wanted to have a
Yeah.
bunch of stuff in it. So
Yeah. Okay. So let's go on the top end. Let's say 4 weeks.
Now, are we saying each card is 2 weeks?
No, we'll still go by.
Okay.
I'm gonna call it Research Tower.
Oh shit!
All right.
Bat people tower.
Started
nice.
by
These things suck tower.
Yeah.
started by
They can't
Ryan.
fly, so let's get as high as we can. This is 9 of hearts for you now.
For me, okay. 9 of hearts. A charismatic young girl convinces me to help her with an elaborate scheme. What is it? Who joins her endeavors? Or a charismatic young girl tries to tempt many into sinful or dangerous activity. Why does she do this? How does the community respond? I feel like if you're a young girl at this settlement and you're, trying to tempt people, we gotta go check out the island. Right? Like you see this black obsidian island, it's gotta be, let's fucking go. Let's like build a raft. Like fuck the old people. They're all building towers and shit. We're gonna try to check out this cool fucking haunted island, because that's what they've started calling it.
Okay.
How does the community respond? I feel like they put the kids to work. They're like, no, we can't. These guys are like, they're not they're not being given enough supervision. They definitely like find out about the plot, stop it, and I think they start trying to get the kids involved more in like the town, knowing that like being new in this area is like not safe. But while they're doing that, they keep spreading rumors about that really bad things are happening on the island to like try to scare the kids. So it almost becomes like a fairy tale, like boogeyman kind of situation.
Gotcha.
Love it.
Okay, then tick down 1 week for the observation tower, and time for you to take an action. You can start a project, you can hold a discussion, or you can discover something new.
I think I want to discover a bunch of human remains near the coast where the island is. I think one of the elders, while like, or one of the like first kind of like settlers, while trying to make sure that like people aren't going off that way, does come across like worrying human remains. So like maybe there's more to the haunting fake story than they'd like to admit.
Okay, cool. Throw some bones on the old map where they found them. Now, and I do want to specify, because we are playing a space system, are they specifically human, or do you just mean humanoid bones?
I mean just like intelligent creatures.
Yes, okay.
Maybe it's I won't say whether or not they actually know where they came from. Maybe they're too messed up to tell.
Sure. Cool. All right. The Three of Hearts. Someone new arrives. Who? Two of the community's younger members get into a fight. What provoked them?
Ooh.
I think I have to follow this thread that Niles just started. I think there are two distinct camps of like the younger folk. I think there's this girl who's like trying to go out to this island, and maybe like even more than that, like once the island plan gets kiboshed, she's like, well then fine, fuck it, we're gonna go out to the rivers and like see what's out there, and then like she just keeps getting shut down. And then I think there's some more responsible, like duty bound young kids, maybe like
Dutiful
a little
teens.
older. Yeah, like slightly older, and being like, this isn't like a playground, this isn't a fucking game, this isn't a whatever. And I think they butt heads, but I think the older kids try to start like taking the role of like mentor, and trying to like really be like, okay, look, you're gonna do this and you're gonna be stupid about it, so instead of like letting you wander off into the fucking Riverlands, we're gonna put together a small little group and we're gonna do like a little field trip to like the edge, and just sort of like sate their curiosity, as opposed to letting them like, so there's almost like this weird kind of like older teen, sort of preteen, like adventuring squad, but the teens are taking care to do it safely.
These guys are going to be way better adventurers than us.
I know.
They're going to be our main rivals. We're going to be like grizzled, battled hardy, like 30-year-olds, and these teens are going to be completing all our quests.
We should name this woman, this girl. Like, we should give her a name, because she's already come up twice.
Sure.
And by someone, I mean not me.
Now, here's. Do we want to pitch to our Discord that we have X amount of characters that require names, and take names that way?
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Okay.
So what should I call her? What should her place name be?
Maybe like Explorer Girl for now, just so we remember.
Explorer Child.
I'm going to start a project,
Scary
because
girl.
we have this observation tower getting set up, but we don't have any sort of defenses. So I'm going to start a project to make a perimeter wall, kind of around where we're now building this tower, to give us a little bit of shelter from elements from the bat thing that some guy saw when he was picking berries.
My townsfolk are asking the fence people to start there. Start the fence at that part. Doesn't even matter if you don't get the whole thing. Start there.
So I am going to start a fence building mission. Again, I think this is a pretty big project, so I'm going to say I think like 3 weeks to get like just a rough perimeter around.
Yeah, I think it won't be as much as like engineering a freestanding structure, but
yeah,
digging,
but just like the sheer amount of like getting that much space cordoned off and making sure they're secure. Yeah, I'm good with 3 of you guys. Like 3.
Cool. So I tick 1 off for the tower, correct?
Yes, yeah, we remove one from the tower as well, so it should be down to 2 now, right?
Yep.
Cool.
And you're at 3. Okay.
All right, Ace of Hearts for you, Ryan.
Ace of Hearts. Are we still in spring?
Oh yeah.
All right. Ace of Hearts. The Ace of Hearts. What group has the highest status in the community? What must people do to gain inclusion in this group? Or are there distinct family units in the community? If so, what family structures are common? Ooh, okay. So for the group status thing, we obviously have our councils already. But I think we're thinking of status outside of like a political climate. We're thinking like what group is very influential, like not just from a political point of view, correct? You guys can't talk. All right. So I'm going to say that there is a group called the I don't know the oh god, I'm coming up with some really dumb names. I'm trying to find a better one. The Copper Cutlasses.
Ooh.
They're a small, maybe the first like I don't want to call them a cult, but like they're like-minded individuals who have come together, and when you become a member, you get a copper cutlass yourself, which they do wear, which is legal because they say it's just like a representation. No one actually has seen anyone draw one. No one knows how sharp they are, but they're pretty secluded right now. They give off stonemason vibes. So yeah, so to become a member, you sort of have to do 3 major feats for an existing member. So you have to do 3 tasks of their choosing. If you're able to succeed, you get to become a member of their not cult.
Okay, hell yeah. So let's tick down all the projects.
And I'm going to add copper cutlasses to this important names, I guess.
Yeah. And then you get to take your action.
I'm going to discover something new.
Hell yeah.
So does it has to be near the settlement, or can it be anywhere? Or
Nope. It can be anything as long as like there's a reason that it's now on people's radar. Like
I feel like there was a boating expedition sort of out around Riverlands to the east of the settlement, and they went north to what only I can describe as a knife-shaped island. And on the coast of a knife-shaped island, they saw what looks like a couple bubbling springs, but the liquid was gold. You guys still there? Everything shifted for me.
No.
Okay.
Just
so it has a
I'm
bubbling.
Just enjoying you weaving this tale.
So they saw this bubbling gold liquid, but there wasn't a proper place to dock the ship, and somebody like the captain on board was pretty unsettled by it, even because it looked too welcoming. So they turned around. So they just know that there's bubbling springs of a gold liquid on the eastern tip of knife-shaped island.
Just the tip?
Just the eastern tip.
Hell yeah.
okay, cool. Niall, the 5 of Hearts.
5 of Hearts. There's a disquieting legend about this place. What is it? Or alarming weather patterns destroy something. How and what?
There you go.
Yeah. I think a strange colored cloud sweeps in and just absolutely scrambles communications for there's weird like weather, but then you see these like clouds like start to change color and come in, and then all of a sudden they are completely cut off, which is particularly dangerous in these like early days of the settlement where like they rely on, communication to get supplies, get what they need. And if anything goes wrong,
we forgot to do a pretty major step before we get started. We were supposed to list some resources.
True.
I completely forgot to do that as I struggled with drawing a river earlier. Let's do that quick.
Take a
before
brief break. Yeah, to do resources.
Take down some projects. So Ryan, we'll start with you. List a resource that's important to this community.
I like the idea that there is a large migrating herd that we hunt on a regular basis that comes every couple weeks in like a pattern. A herd of beasts. I'm not sure what kind of beasts, but beasts.
Okay. So like recurring food, huntable food.
Correct. Yeah, huntable food.
Okay.
Like sheep in Catan, except you gotta chase them.
Now,
I just keep thinking of like these like weird like local stones that are like they're like magnetic, but they're like an energy source.
okay.
We need to find. If I know anything about capitalism, so we need to find a vein of those bad boys.
It's called surge stone.
Surge stone. Okay. And for me, I think the slate underneath the river is a sort of like weird, almost like plastic like substance. So if you can like pull it up, and there's a certain amount of time after it's out of the water that it's completely malleable and like shapeable. And it's a very useful construction material. But there's like it's a very finite window in which you have to like kind of like figure out what you want to do with it. So it can't be like mass harvested. I'm going to call it shape slate.
That's exactly what I was thinking for it.
Shape slate. We're great at names.
Now here's the fun part. Only one of those is in abundance. The other two are in scarcity.
I think we should go with food as abundant.
I like the idea that these beasts, like we're hunting them and they just kind of like show up again and then they show up again. And
is that a good thing? We don't know.
I'm sure it'll never change.
And that these surge stones and shape slate are finite resources.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. So whoever's note taking,
yes.
add the wandering herd as our abundance and shape slate and surge stones as scarcities. And now we'll go back to you now. Tick down the projects. I think that might complete Ryan's
research tower's done.
Oh yeah, okay. Draw it on.
Then before we go, explain how the project completes.
Hold on, I just need to write down slate stone and slate. What was it? Slate?
Shape slate.
Shape slate and surge stone.
Yeah.
Shape slate.
Should I finish my actions and stuff first, or does the ticking down happen first?
The ticking down happens and then your actions.
Cool.
Okay, that way if you want to react.
The tower finishes. So the tower is like, it's metal. I feel like we came with some resources of stuff to pre-build. So this is probably a pretty modern looking tower. Like we brought enough resources with us on the ship or however the first colonies arrived to help sort of build us to start us off. So it's more of like a steel beacon of modernity in the middle of this town. So it's straight up, and it does have like a CN tower or like Seattle tower kind of top to it, like
observation deck kind of thing.
Yeah, big observation deck, probably a couple like offices and like labs underneath it, and then just straight down that's like an elevator that takes you up. Yeah, so starting up. Yeah, well, we'll get to the restaurant. But yeah, so it's sleek. Right now it's sleek. It's steel. It's modern. It looks different than anything else around us because we're still so like the surroundings are fairly primitive still, but like this tower is a beacon of what is to come.
Cool. I'll let you draw that as Niall finishes his action.
I'm going to start a project to fix communications.
Okay, yeah.
It's we need them back, and it's very bad. Every moment that goes by with them down is one moment closer to us maybe dying.
I like how Niall's making and fixing his own problems.
Yeah, I could leave communications down if you want.
Cool. I think this is like a 2-week thing, like max. I don't think they're not going to send people who don't know how to like fix stuff down here.
Yeah, I think part of it is also just like trying to figure out what went wrong so it doesn't happen again.
Yeah, I think 1 week would be to fix it. 2 weeks would be to like ensure it doesn't happen again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. For mine, number 4. What important and basic tool does the community lack? Where are you storing your food? Why is this a risky place? Oh, excuse me. The Patreon is seeing all the sneezes that happen behind the scene. why is this a risky place to store things? I think the community is lacking like some pretty basic construction materials. I think they were sent down with the like sort of starter kit, and I think that the terrain itself, we talked about how there was like, you know, these mountains that are kind of like shattering but like not dissipating, like they're just kind of like orbiting. I think that's kind of what happens when you like break ground as well, where the ground doesn't like meld into what you're trying to build. So there's almost like an extra level of reinforcement. So if you dig a hole, you kind of have to like brace it with something. Like you have to like either like wall it in with like steel or something to make sure that it doesn't just start like floating off and away. And I think we are solely lacking like the extra materials to deal with that. Like we have the materials that if that wasn't a problem, we'd be fine. But because it is a problem, we didn't expect it, and now we're using like if we had the you know, stuff for one house, it requires like 1.25 of that. So we're like, as we build, we're like, fuck, we have to like, okay, we have to scale back this. So like things are starting to get smaller to accommodate the extra building materials. Let's tick down our projects.
We got a wall, baby.
Oh shit, let's add a wall, baby.
You dare change your your pan.
I know, I'm worried that I've beefed it. No, we're good. Okay. All right. Man, our settlement's looking real ominous, like an eye now. That's okay. And you know what, I'm gonna discover something new. I think one of the things that we're noticing is that the herd that we're hunting is the exact same herd every time.
Like
a time loop?
Questions. Yeah.
I get, but I don't know.
So it's there's something like one of the hunters was like, hold on, like what are the chances that the front animal would have like a broken horn, and then like every time it's like that same animals, and so it's like they don't really have a way to prove it, but it seems like it's the same herd moving through every time.
That's unsettling.
That's pretty fucked up.
Okay, it is.
Sustainability is off the charts, though, bro.
Yeah. The King of Hearts, Ryan.
We're still in spring.
We're still in spring, yes.
A young boy starts digging in the ground and discovers something unexpected. What is it? Or an old man confesses to past crimes and atrocities. What has he done? Fuck that old man. A young boy digs just outside the settlement, and he finds himself a tome in a language no one understands.
Okay.
Yeah. So he finds a tome in a bound in a strange material that, like, when you open it up, like, it's not even like the word, you can't understand the words. It's like it doesn't want you to understand it. Like the words keep on bouncing around on the page, and it's clearly mystic and freaky, and has been here for a while. So they sort of just lock it away in a box for now until someone who knows more about this stuff arrives on the colony.
Okay. Tick down your projects.
The communications are fixed.
Pew, pew, pew. I think someone realizes that, like, the magnetism from the Surge Stone, if they use that in conjunction with the communications, it almost creates, like, occasionally those clouds will come by and there's like a radius around the like communication tower where like the cloud will just like part.
Hell yeah.
Who knows
Nice.
why?
Okay. Take your action, Ryan.
Okay, my action is that I'm going to start on a project. Is that the copper cutlasses, in junction with some of the merchants, are going to finally sit down and make their shopping district. So they're going to map out a part of the settlement where they are going to build shops and make it more of a commercial area.
Okay. Very
May
cool.
I?
Yeah.
What are the copper cutlasses selling?
They are just taking lead right now. They're just trying to be the ones in the background setting things up. They're putting people where they think is best on purpose. So maybe the people who are paying them or members of their weird group are picking premium locations for their friends or for themselves. But for some reason, because of whoever's in charge, they have the ability to decide where everyone goes.
So it's mysterious. They're not shopkeepers. They're just taking charge on this. Okay, I like it.
Yeah. One of them might be a shopkeeper, one of the prominent members, but they do have enough say for whatever reason to decide who goes where.
Okay. Then I think if you're not building specifically, I think like 2 weeks to like sort of zone out, map out, like, you know, get your permits, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I think 2 weeks makes sense. All right, now you got the 8 of hearts.
Are we not out of spring now?
Or was it?
Nope. We got one more.
We're
I
doing
think
5.
No, you take out 5.
Oh.
Okay, I'm a fool. Sorry, what one?
8.
An old piece of machinery is discovered, broken but perhaps repairable. What is it? What would it be useful for? Or an old piece of machinery is discovered, cursed and dangerous. How does the community destroy it? I feel like it's kind of a mixed blessing where they find, like after the initial dig, they have people going out and trying to discover more of these like books. And they find what's essentially like flat pack settler like gear. So it's like one of those like packs that like will build you a home or like a building or whatever. And they find one that's like old. So it's like someone or something clearly was here at some point trying to settle, and there's no evidence of a settlement. And it just being unused is good because we get a little boost to our supplies, but it's an older style, and it means that whatever colony had come here before failed. And that's kind of ominous. So wherever this was before, someone had tried to settle it and it didn't work out, but we can scavenge part of their resources. So there's like one building in town that's like archaic because it's this like previous generation of this like flat pack, like prefab building.
Cool. Do we have any projects going? We do, right? We have the merchant
Shopping district, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Take it down and then take your action.
I don't know. I think they're gonna try to set up kind of like a rangers group just to like start not maintaining a perimeter, but like sending out like forays, just like we kind of have our center mass now like established. So we've seen a few worrying things, both from, you know, the bat creatures and the corpses and the maybe time loop herds. I think it's establishing a group that needs to start wayfinding a little bit outside of the settlement now that we kind of have our base of operations.
Hey man, no one said the bat was real.
No one said it wasn't.
So are you starting a project then?
Yeah, I think project is like train up rangers.
Okay.
Or like establish like a city guard kind of thing.
So what am I calling? Establish guard or establish rangers?
I'd say establish rangers.
Okay.
I would put this in like the 3 to 4 territory.
Yeah, I was going to say, because you need to find the people, find the space, and train the people.
Yeah. And I feel like it's as people are kind of falling off their initial projects too.
Yeah.
So it's not just like we don't just have enough people to kind of go ham on this.
Okay, cool. We are in summer.